Hello students. Now in previous unit we studied the fermentation technology. Now today's our topic is production of antibiotic by using a fermentation. Now here we discuss the production of antibiotic penicillin, how this penicillin is produced by the process of fermentation. This is our unit 10. Now first thing is that there is a penicillin. What is meant by penicillin? Now penicillin, these are the broad spectrum antibiotic, now which is used against the microorganism. Now it is used against the infectious disease to kill the gram positive and gram negative bacteria. Okay, then this penicillin, this antibiotic in industry produces by the process of fermentation. Now the production, there are 4 different methods of production of this antibiotic penicillin, that is strain development, inoculum development, inoculation, and then extraction and purification. First thing is that strain development. Now in a strain development, that is nothing but that bacteria or that fungi which is to be used for the production of the antibiotic penicillin. Now here the fungi which is to be used, that Penicillium notatum or Penicillium chrysogenum, then these fungi are used for the production of this penicillin. Now in a strain development, first we develop the strain. The strain is nothing but that the fungi or that microorganism which is to be used. Now in a strain development, the genome of that strain or that fungi is changes. Now here we use the Penicillium chrysogenum. Then this Penicillium chrysogenum, now this bacteria, these are the wild strain, these fungi are the wild strain. Then this wild strain are improved by prepare the mutant strain. Okay, the mutant strain is prepared. The mutant strain is prepared by changing the genome of that fungi. Now here the genome is changed by using this fungi are exposed in X-rays or that chemical mutagens which is to be used, and then these X-rays or that chemical mutagens improve the strain, changes the genome of that fungi, and there is a strain improvement or strain development. This is the first point, that is a strain development. Now the strain which is to be developed, now which is used for the production of penicillin, now that is called the high yielding strain. The penicillin production is that yield is improved, that is more production of that antibiotic penicillin is produces because of that improved strain. This is the first point, that is a strain development. Now the second point, that is inoculum development. That inoculum is nothing but that the fungi which is to be used for the production of penicillin. Now in the inoculum development, this inoculum, the quantity of that inoculum is increased. Now the microorganism which is used in a fermentation process is called as a inoculum. Now the high yielding strain of Penicillium chrysogenum is generally employed as a inoculum. Here the inoculum is a Penicillium chrysogenum. This inoculum number is increases. Now for that, this inoculum grow in a flask in a media. Okay, the media which is to be used for the inoculum development, this is the media. That media is a Moyer and then Cogil media. In that, the component which is to be used, glycerol, that cane molasses, corn stiff liquor, magnesium sulfate, potassium dihydrogen phosphate, peptone, sodium chloride, ferrous tartarate, copper sulfate, agar. Okay, these are that component of the media which is to be used for the inoculum production. In inoculum production, simply nothing but that inoculum grow in a media, which is that media which is to be used here, and then this mixture keep for that 7 days at 24 degrees Celsius. And now here the number of mycelia of that fungi, this number of fungi is produces, the mycelium is increases. Okay, that is simply nothing but the inoculum production. Now here in inoculum production, simply we increases the quantity of that inoculum. Here that inoculum Penicillium chrysogenum which is to be used grow on this media, and then this mixture incubated for 7 days at 24 degrees Celsius temperature, and because of that this inoculum take a nutrient, start its multiplication, and number of mycelia is produces. Now after production of sufficient mycelia, the next step is a inoculation. Now in a inoculation, now this inoculum then transfer in a production tank or in a fermenter. Now here that the inoculation is nothing but that is a production of penicillin. Now for that production media is used. The inoculum which is to be developed here then further grow in a production tank or in a fermenter. That production tank or fermenter, that is, you know, the fermenter. In a fermenter that production media is transferred, and then that in a fermenter production media is transferred, and then this fermenter temperature is maintained, pH is maintained, and then this inoculum then grow in a fermenter and now start the production of antibiotic penicillin. This fermenter work under the control condition. Now that the media which is to be used for the, that is a production media which having the component corn stiff liquor, lactose, glucose, calcium carbonate, potassium dihydrogen phosphate, edible oil, these are used as a that production media. Now in a production media, that is, this fungi utilizes that carbon source. The carbon source, that is a lactose or glucose, sucrose, glycerol, sorbitol, which is to be present in a production media. This content used as a carbon source. The nitrogen source is generally in the form of ammonium sulfate, ammonium acetate, ammonium nitrate, okay, which is used as a nitrogen source. Then further that potassium, phosphorus, sulfur, magnesium, zinc and copper are supplied in the form of salts. Potassium and phosphorus are supplied in the form of potassium dihydrogen phosphate. Magnesium, ferrous and copper are supplied in the form of sulfates, okay, and all these elements are present in a corn stiff liquor. This is the main content, that is a corn stiff liquor, and this is the ingredients of production media. Here this fungi take a nutrient from that production media and grow and simultaneously start the production of antibiotic penicillin, okay. Now one point is here, in a fermenter if there is a contamination is carried out, some bacteria produces the enzyme penicillinase, okay, and then this penicillinase, that enzyme degrade the penicillin. That's why during the fermentation process, that one thing is important, that there is no any contamination, that contamination is not present in a fermenter. If there is a contamination, then the bacteria produces the enzyme penicillinase, contaminated bacteria produces the enzyme penicillinase, which degrade the antibiotic penicillin, okay. That's why this point is taken into consideration. And now in a fermentation media, now that this fungi produces the antibiotic penicillin, okay. Now this antibiotic penicillin which is to be produces, then this antibiotic transfer in a media, that is extracellular, intracellular production, and then after that this antibiotic penicillin transfer in a broth in a media which is to be present in a fermenter. Now next is the extraction and purification. Finally that penicillin are extracted or purified. Now after it is assessed that sufficient amount of penicillin has been produced during the fermentation process, now it is extracted and then purified. After sufficient production of penicillin is completed, then next step is the extraction. Now the entire process is carried out in a 3 different steps: separation of mycelium, extraction of penicillin, and treatment of crude extract, okay. After production of sufficient antibiotic penicillin, now the first step is a separation of mycelium. This mycelium is nothing but the fungi, that is Penicillium chrysogenum, okay. First that mycelium is separated from the medium by employing the rotary vacuum filter. This rotary vacuum filter is used. By using that, this mycelium or this fungi are first separated. This process should be performed carefully to avoid the contamination, because you know that the contamination degrade the antibiotic penicillin. Next step is the extraction of penicillin. After separation of that mycelia or that fungi from the media, okay, then in a fermenter, that is a media is present, okay, then the penicillin is excreted into the medium. This penicillin, this antibiotic, then present in a medium, and 1% remain with the mycelium bound, okay, which is to be separated. Now the pH of liquid after separation of the mycelium is adjusted to 2 to 2.5. This pH is adjusted after separation of mycelium, the liquid or that media which is to be present. After separation of mycelium, the liquid part is present. The pH must be adjusted to 2.5 by adding phosphoric or sulfuric acid. This treatment converts the penicillin into the anionic form. Okay, these are the treatment. Then the liquid is immediately extracted with an organic solvent. Now the liquid in which the penicillin is present, now the penicillin are extracted by using amyl acetate or butyl acetate or methyl isobutyl ketone. This solvent is used for the extraction of penicillin from the broth, from the liquid. This step has to be carried out quickly because penicillin is quite unstable at low pH. Now for that, counter current extraction is used. For this purpose, the counter current extraction is used, and that solvent which is to be used, that amyl acetate or butyl acetate or methyl acetate, these are the solvent which is to be treated with that liquid in which that penicillin is present, and for the extraction the counter current extraction method is used. Now after extraction, then penicillin is back extracted into the water from organic solvent by adding the enough potassium or sodium hydroxide, which also result in the elevation of pH. Then again it is back extracted into the water from organic solvent by adding the enough potassium or sodium hydroxide is added, and the pH of that medium becomes the 7 to 7.5 after addition of potassium or sodium hydroxide. Okay, then the resulting aqueous solution is again acidified and re-extracted with the organic solvent. Again it is acidified and that re-extracted with the organic solvent. Okay, this shift between the water and the solvent help in the purification of penicillin. This acidification and then re-extraction with the organic solvent, this shift which is to be used for the purification of, help in the purification of penicillin. And finally the penicillin is obtained in the form of sodium penicillin. That here that sodium hydroxide which is to be added, this sodium combined with that penicillin and then form the sodium penicillin. Okay, in this sodium penicillin form, that penicillin is extracted. The spent solvent is recovered by distillation for reuse. The solvent which is to be used, again the solvent are recovered by distillation and the solvent are reused. Okay, then after extraction of or after purification of that penicillin in the form of sodium penicillin, now it is then treated. There is a treatment of crude extract. Here now the resulted sodium penicillin is treated with charcoal to remove the pyrogens. These are the pyrogen which is to be present in a broth, okay, in a liquid. Now that pyrogens are removed by treating that sodium penicillin with the charcoal. This charcoal just remove that contaminant from the media, from this liquid, and then finally there is a simple sterilization of that penicillin. Okay, and that finally the sodium penicillin is prepared in crystalline or formed by the crystallization. Then it is converted into the crystal. This crystallization process is carried out, and finally the sodium penicillin then convert into the crystals, and it may be packed as a powder, okay, in a vials or prepared in the form of tablet. These are the different form of that penicillin, either in the form of crystal, either in the form of powder, or either in the form of syrup or tablet. Okay, in this form the penicillin are then finally then prepared. Okay, this is about the production of penicillin by the process of fermentation. And now that uses of penicillin, you know that this penicillin is antibiotic used against the treatment of gram positive and then gram negative bacteria. Simply this penicillin break down the cell wall of gram negative bacteria and then the bacteria is killed. It is used therapeutically in the treatment of infectious diseases of human caused by the gram positive bacteria. That penicillin used against the gram positive and gram negative bacteria to kills that gram positive and gram negative bacteria. Okay, now this is about the uses of, simple uses of the penicillin, and this is the process of the production of penicillin by the process of fermentation. Okay, thank you.